Okay, so Partnering for Change is a specific model of service delivery to provide occupational therapy services in schools. It has a couple of important components. One is that it's a tiered model. And what we mean by that is that services are delivered by occupational therapists at different levels or tiers. There's a tier one, which is universal services that support all students in the classroom, all students in the school community, and that can also support their educators as well as students' families. There's a tier two level, which is targeted services for students who have more specific needs or who need additional support beyond what is provided at that whole classroom or whole school level. And the third tier is what we call tier three, or individualized services. And these are for services for students who need the most support to participate and be successful at school. And so providing these three tiers of services together provides what we call needs-based services. Often we see in many schools and communities that there are very long wait lists to actually access these supports. And so Partnering for Change, particularly by providing supports at a whole class level or universal level, is able to meet some of those needs so that perhaps for students whose needs can be met, they don't ever have to be referred for that individualized service. So it takes away some of the pressure or bottleneck that everybody is waiting for a single type of service, which doesn't necessarily meet the needs they have. The problem that happens is if everybody is waiting, and in Ontario, those waits can be years long. So while they're waiting, their needs actually don't get met and their problems can actually get a lot worse. So Partnering for Change is sort of about thinking of a way to get supports in earlier, sooner, so that the children who really need those individualized services are the ones that we're providing those services for, and they can get them sooner too. So it essentially adds two other layers of services into a school that don't exist in our current system. We have done prior research in Partnering for Change that we've published that showed in a prior study of ours that occupational therapists identified as many children independently on their own by being immersed in the school system as there were on the wait list already. So they actually serviced at least 2 times the children that they would have serviced otherwise because they had never been identified. And those are not necessarily students who all need tier 3 support. Many of those students might have only needed something at the whole class or whole school level, or a targeted service for a short period of time to address a specific need. And then they're able to get on with participating and learning and functioning at school. And again, recognizing from working with kids in the classroom over time, you know what, we've tried a lot of things with this child and it's not making a difference. That's telling us they really need that tier 3 individualized support. When you use a traditional system, you have none of that information available to you. And so everybody kind of waits for exactly the same thing. And again, it's not needs-based. And Partnering for Change really changes how you look at things to ensure that and recognize it's more equitable if you get what you need, not that everybody gets exactly the same.